Part 3.
Excuse me, what? Did you just say kiss your mother?
Yes.
No. I'm not into MILFs.
I never said it was a sexual kiss. Like, kiss your mother goodnight.
No, you said kiss your mother.
Yes, but I never
So
said
kiss your mother. I'm not kissing your mother.
I-
I'm sorry, man. I just don't swing that way. And if you kiss my mother, I'm gonna punch you.
Hi, everybody. Part 3. Welcome to this shit. We're already starting off on a shit show. Yeah, we got the order for smart drugs. We delivered them.
And I realized, yeah, you're getting the best rating. But you will slowly start getting worse ratings over time for the story missions. And it's not your fault.
Okay. How do you...
I said story mission. Because everybody has it happen to them. It's not like a thing you can control. By the time you get to the end game, the final story mission will probably be a D.
Your hard work's paying off, Sam. Thanks to the increase in network capacity, HQ is now in a position to provide you with additional materials and support. Should prove useful.
Oh.
Fabricating equipment. Wow, I could fabricate ladders, climbing anchors, and a PCC.
Sam,
Again, I told
you can
people
use
over
that
time you
PCC
get better
to build...
stuff.
Let's see what orders there are. I gotta go from here to here, but...
Do both at the same time. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Where the fuck is my dog?
To build a post box, you'll need to use a PCC. It goes without saying, but if you're not already carrying a PCC, you'll want to fabricate one.
I have not used a PCC since the 5th chapter. They really get pointless over time. Because so many other people make them.
Let's go. There we go. So,
Are you using a controller?
Maybe I want to use a controller. Get off my back.
I'm not on your back. I'm just asking if you're using a controller. Boo.
Order assigned.
Why are you saying boo?
Sam,
PC Master Race.
in order,
You're even playing it.
designated and build that
Yeah, you're
post
on
box
PC,
widget.
but you're not using the
You should
proper
have no
controls
trouble
for
finding it
PC.
if you check your map and compass from time to time.
Fuck you. Do you use a control for fucking Terraria?
Yes.
Oh my god, you know that there's ways to customize it to make it super easy.
Started it on console. I'm gonna play it like console.
Or maybe you could just adapt to PC because you own a PC, you own more games on PC.
You can fight me as much as you like, but that doesn't matter because I play it the way I like.
I mean, if I fight you enough, you'll probably be dead.
Point is, you have your preferred way of playing things. I have my preferred way of playing things.
Not a preferred way, it's the proper way.
No.
Most games on PC are meant to be played with a keyboard.
This is
It's like
from
playing a keyboard on a fucking Xbox.
This is from PlayStation. I play with controller.
Yeah, but it was ported and adapted to be played on keyboard.
So fucking what?
So fucking what? Did you play it on PlayStation?
No, I'm playing it here.
That's what I fucking
And
thought.
I paid for it. I can play it the way I want.
Yeah, but I'm gonna still say it's wrong.
And I can say that you're wrong.
No, you're wrong. It's not a question of if you're right or wrong. You're wrong. But you are allowed to play it.
How am I wrong?
Because it was ported to be played on a keyboard, that's why.
Tell me. Where was it made? What console was it made for?
Okay. Let's take this. If I played Minecraft with a keyboard on Xbox, what would you do?
Go right ahead.
So you're telling me any game on Xbox, even games that are supposed to be controller only, I use a fucking keyboard. You ain't gonna stop me?
Sam,
Nope.
Or at least say,
I
what
see
the
you've
fuck?
arrived at the designated site.
Bullshit.
Good.
Not
I'm gonna play
When you're ready to
Sunset Overdrive
proceed,
on a fucking
activate your
keyboard.
PCC.
Oh wait, I've already done
Use
that.
it to build a post box within the...
Do you think that myself and I, give a shit?
Yeah, I know you don't give a shit. But you play the fucking forest with a fucking controller?
Oh, I play it on keyboard. Because I want to play it.
Oh, so you play it on fucking keyboard, but you don't play this game on keyboard.
Okay, I play The Forest on keyboard. I play Pathologic with a controller. I play Death Stranding with a controller. I play fucking Minecraft with a controller. I play Overwatch with a keyboard. I play FTF2 with a keyboard. I choose what seems to be the most comfortable way for me to play a game that isn't frustrating.
Yeah,
I'm
keyboard
allowed-
for Death Stranding.
I know.
Good work, Sam.
am
The
allowed-
controller is actually worse.
I am allowed.
It might be comfortable, more comfortable, but at least admit it's worse. It's worse when it comes to functionality.
Deposit a ladder and a climbing anchor.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure someone will
I
eventually
find it
come
to be
along
easier
and use it.
to use.
Okay, I didn't say if it was easier, I said
Try not to leave yourself
functionality.
behind.
There's
Do
difference.
right by
I
others.
say,
They'll do right by
as
you.
functionality goes, it is not that hard to use. It is good.
That's
I
not
like
what.
the feel of controller.
That is comfortability. That's not functionality.
Let me finish. I find that for games like this, I am better at them when I play it comfortably. Because if I play it uncomfortably, I feel no reason to continue playing it. Because I will get bored of it and thus stop playing it.
I'm not telling you not to play on controller. I'm saying, as on a functionality scale,
You're telling me
it
I'm
is
playing
worst.
You were telling me it is the wrong way to play it.
It is the wrong way, but that's
You were
fine.
telling me not to play it.
You're
my way.
allowed to eat cereal with a fork. Nobody's gonna stop you.
But you are explicitly telling me I am playing the wrong way.
Yes, because okay, if someone eats cereal with a fucking fork, they're eating it the wrong way.
They're eating it their way. There are people that eat
The
cereal with their
no,
hands.
they're eating it fucking the wrong way. It's not a discussion of if it's their way or whatever way.
Hold up,
I eat cereal with a fork. It's the fucking wrong way.
Hold up. Okay, I'm going to use what you were saying, and I'm going to apply it to many things of real life then. I do not want an interruption during this, okay? First off, eating cereal with a fork. Okay, well, the proper way, if I'm correct, is to use a spoon, right? Right? I'm asking for an answer.
Proper way, the way that everybody intends and how society views
Yes,
it, and that's
or
how it works. Society tells you how what the right way and the wrong
or
way is.
No.
Okay.
Is it with is the proper way with a spoon? Right?
Society says it's with a
Is it-
spoon. Society
I'm just
says yes.
asking for yes.
Society says yes.
I don't care about society.
Society says yes.
Loki. Do not say society says yes. I am just asking yes or no. Not society says, just yes or no. Is it proper
Man,
to...
society says yes.
Fine, society says yes. Okay, then.
And I agree
But-
with society
but-
on that part.
But that means that... And you're going to need to not interrupt me for this one. That means, first off, babies eat it wrong. They should be using a spoon at the age of 1. That also means that Rice Krispie treats are the wrong way to eat. Well, making Rice Krispie treats is the wrong way to eat Rice Krispies because you should eat that with a spoon. Let's think of many other things. Those cereal bars that you can buy, gotta eat those with a spoon, according to you. So on, so forth.
Okay, two things.
How about...
Babies don't.
I am following...
Babies use spoons.
No. Hold.
Have you been around? Have you like taken care of like 3 babies? Because I have. They use spoons.
How about hold? I am using your logic of that, of it being the wrong way to do things. I'm going to apply it to every single thing. If using that. So that means that kids who, when they don't even know how to properly use a spoon yet, them eating cereals with their hands, wrong way to do it. And normal people do it too.
Yes, that is exactly true. That's why we teach them.
You interrupting. interrupt.
Because I want to. You make one point, and I want to. I want to ruin that point.
Let me finish. Now I am saying, if we are going on your logic of there being the only one single proper way to do it, then that means people who eat cereal with their hands, dry cereal with their hands, they're doing it wrong. Eating Rice Krispie treats is wrong. Eating those little cereal breakfast bars is wrong. Okay. Now let's go to another thing. Okay. Let's go for
No, you're not letting me defend myself. You're using like 50 fucking points against me.
I'm going to let you defend yourself.
You used 5 points. Now let me use 5 points.
Fine. Why is it the only proper way, though? But I'm using my way to defend myself from what you said of there's the proper way to do things. This is my defense against that.
Cereal bars, the reason cereal bars are still allowed is because society says that it's okay.
But you said
the reason why dry cereal is wrong is because it's wrong.
No. But cereal bars are dry cereal, and you are eating them with your hand. But, see? This is where this whole thing comes into.
Then it's wrong. I don't care.
Okay,
it's wrong.
But then let's go to other things. Okay, let's go to, say, let's think of a thing. Ah, yes. Let's go to juice. Which is the proper way to drink, to make orange juice? Is it with or without pulp?
That's however the society says.
Which one is the proper one?
Either fucking way, man. Either fucking way. It doesn't fucking matter. Because society says both ways is fine.
But that means, using that, should it not be the same way with or without controller? Terraria is on multiple consoles. You can play it with or without controller. Even on your phone, too. Touchscreen, too. Minecraft. Console, phone, computer. With or without controller. With or without keyboard. With or without phone screen. Music. You could listen to it with or without headphones.
Let me say something about the controllers.
Feel it. Death Stranding. If we go on your logic, the proper way to play it is not with keyboard, but is with a controller. Specifically, the PlayStation DualShock one, the PS4 one. But I don't own that. Neither do you. And you're not playing it the right way. Neither am I. According to your rules. Terraria. Yes, you could use the mouse and all that.
Okay, let me defend yourself. You're not letting me defend myself.
I'm getting
No.
Okay,
no,
yourself.
let me defend myself. You've made a bunch of points against me. Now let me defend myself.
Defend.
You play the game on the console. You use the controller that the console provides. So if you're playing a PC, you should be playing a keyboard. If you're playing on a console, you should be playing with the console's device. So the reason why you can play Terraria with a keyboard on a PC is because it's the PC. The PC controls the game. So the PC dictates. The same goes for consoles. But yes, if you want to go down to the nitty and gritty, I am wrong for using it the way I use, and I'm fine with that. You can play it the wrong way, but it is still wrong.
Here's my question then, though. Here's my thing, though. If it is the wrong way to play it on the PC, then why am I able to connect a controller? Why is Steam able to be like, hey, there's a controller here, let's do some stuff to make it so that it is viable to use for the games. You know, connect up the controller, set it up, make sure it's optimized. Why is Steam able to do that?
Because people complain.
Then, why also does Steam sell controllers? Why does Steam make a Steam Deck, a thing filled with PC games that uses a controller?
Well, see, Switches and Steam Decks are in a completely different area. So again, it's actually, if you think about it, a different console entirely.
But it is PC games. Is it not?
Games technically don't have a true holder. PCs belong to the cloud. So again, that's why I state whatever console it's on dictates the controller that you use. So if it's on a Steam Deck, you use the Steam Deck's controllers. If it's on a PC, you use the PC controllers. And if it's on an Xbox, you use Xbox controllers. Simple as that.
Here's the thing. What technically classifies as a PC controller?
Whatever the fucking system designers say it is. Whatever the fucking system designers of the PC say it is. So if the PC designers say that a keyboard is is how you use the computer, then that's how you use it.
But
It's the main way of using the computer. Main way.
But here's the thing. Here is my thing. Here's the thing. Take, for instance, the mouse. You love the mouse, right? It's how you play a lot of your games, right?
Eh.
Guess what the PC didn't come with originally? Long time ago.
Touchpad.
No.
Actually, mouse have been around for years, so I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
But the keyboard came before the mouse.
And the keyboard is the proper way to play the game.
But you use a mouse for games too. According to your definition.
Yes,
If you
because
took
the
a-
designers of the
if
PC
you-
say that
if
without the
play-
mouse you can't
if-
use it.
If you play the proper way, that means that for computers, the proper way is not to ever touch the mouse and just to use the keyboard.
See, you're going against the rule that how the system is designed is how you use it.
But
So in
I'm
other
using
words,
your
if
logic,
it has a touchpad, you should
But
be
then-
using the
then-
touchpad with the keyboard.
then would that not also mean that having the capability to plug in a controller, an Xbox controller, into a PC to play games means that it is also the proper controller to
No,
play
that's
the
just an
game?
external way to play. It doesn't actually allow, because I said if the PC can work without it, then you don't need it. You need the mouse to work. You need the mouse to point and click and stuff, because you're talking about the old computers that only wrote binary code, and that's why they needed it. They needed only a keyboard to write in binary code. But over time, they figured out, hey, we need a pointer that can move around. So the mouse became an essential part of the computer. But a controller is not an essential part of a computer, but rather an extension to a computer. See, you need the power cord, but you don't need an extension.
Wouldn't that mean headphones are not supposed to be
Yes,
used then?
definitely. But I don't use headphones.
Or here's let's think. What counts as an extension to a computer?
Technically, anything that isn't a mouse or a keyboard. So yeah, basically everything.
Which means that your monitor is an extension. Can't play with it. It's not proper.
Nope. Without the monitor, you couldn't be able to view anything on the computer, which
But
is a
it's an
part of the
extension.
computer. No, it's not.
You-
I said extensions are parts that
said
can be taken
keyboard
out of the computer
and
and the computer
mouse.
can still work. If the computer cannot work without a monitor.
A computer can work without a monitor. You just can't see things.
You really want to play this game?
Yes.
You're trying to get around my logic, but that's not how it works.
No,
All
no.
computers have had monitors since the beginning of existence, and everybody says
Oh, really? All computers.
all client computers have had monitors. So, server-side computers or server computers, which are computers that are only used for.
You changed up your sentence. You said all
I
computers.
had to change up my sentence because you're trying to catch me up on pointless bullshit. Server-side computers and client-side computers. Now, designers of computers have flat out said they've designed computers that you need. If I were to take this monitor out of a simple computer that is not a server computer, then I would not be able to use the computer. A server computer can be used without a monitor, but a client computer cannot. This is a client computer. A server computer is just an entirely different beast, and that's just getting into IT, and that is not part of this conversation.
But I am going to make sure to poke every single bit of semantics. And
Yes,
such
you're rose
into
picking
the-
my argument. You're trying to straw man my argument.
No.
Yes.
I am simply stating that this is my argument here. I am simply going to state this. For a computer, there is no proper way to play on it.
Proper way is how the designers intended, which is with a keyboard and a mouse. Like,
Let me finish my sentence. I let you finish yours. Okay. There is no true proper way to play a game on a computer if it is able to be used with controller as well. This is because that the game creators, that the people who programmed the game allowed for the capability of using a controller or a keyboard. Thus meaning that the proper way to play it is however you wish to play it that way. The game can be played with a keyboard. It can also be played with a controller. I can move the thing with a controller. I can move the thing with a keyboard and mouse. It is only when a game is incapable of being able to be connected to a controller, to be played with a controller, that using a controller is the improper way to do it.
It's like the majority of games on Steam, man.
Maybe, and that's why I played certain games on keyboard. But even when there are games where I could use a controller, I don't use them because I prefer the way of using the mouse. Playing Overwatch, playing TF2, I can use a controller for those. I have full capability of it, but I use keyboard. Because I prefer it that way.
I think you're dwelling on the fact I say it's wrong. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying it's wrong. That's all.
The thing is, you did say it was wrong.
Yes, because it is. The end. You can still do it. Keep doing it, man. I'm not going to stop you.
But you said it was wrong. That's the thing.
Because as a computer is intended, how a PC is designed, it's not meant to be played with using a controller. If you can't... The argument could be put down that if you can't use a controller to map around a actual PC without the game, then you could go down to the idea that it can't be used. Kind of like if I were to plug a PC keyboard into a Xbox, I could only use it to play a game, but I could not use it to, navigate around the Xbox's other systems.
I've been able to navigate my desktop menu with a controller. Done it before.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, but I still did it.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to share your screen one of these days to prove me wrong, because I am kind of pressing doubt right now. Press X to doubt. It also could be because a bunch of people complained, controllers, we can't use controllers, blah blah blah. So they had to add it to it because a bunch of people complained, so they had to change the system to allow controllers.
If one can play Doom with a toaster, that means that they're the capability of playing a game. The proper way to play it.
Yeah, that's not the wrong way to play Doom, because they're playing it on a toaster. They're not playing it on a PC.
No, they're controlling
That's
it
the
with
entire
toasters.
point.
They're controlling it with toasters.
Oh, then that is the wrong way.
No,
But they can do
that's
that.
the way they chose to do it. There is no wrong way. Here's the thing. Here's my way. Here's my argument. There is no proper way to play games. It is up to the preference of the person. There is no right or wrong. There is just preference. If you can play it the way you want to play it, then play it. There is no wrong. There is no right. There is no proper way. Just play it. Okay?
I'm not saying it's the proper way. It's just it's not the way that it was intended. That's the proper word. It's not the way that it was intended. Simple as that.
Okay, I will look it up. I will look it up. Let's look up the way of playing certain games.
It's not about games. It's about the system itself. It's not about the game. This is the part of the conversation you're skipping over. It's about the system itself. It's intended to, if you're going to play a game on a PC, it's intended to be played on a keyboard and mouse.
No. Okay then, don't use VR headsets, people. According to him, even if your VR headset is connected to your PC.
What part of intended? You don't have to listen to the intended. It's like
okay, let's look up the meaning of intended. Intended meaning. Planned or meant.
Yes.
Or
that's how the PC was designed. That's how the Xbox was designed. Okay?
Designed or destined for a particular purpose or end.
Yeah, that's kind of what the PC is designed for. It's designed for using a keyboard and mouse.
No, modern PCs are designed to be used keyboard, mouse, controller, VR headset, toaster, birth
control. Sure, you can use that, not the toaster. The toaster is actually someone messing with how it was designed, and actually being very dangerous, and going up the perimeters of what is actually proper.
Okay, then,
using fucking potatoes to connect wires together is not the proper way.
Okay, then, but what about using electronic guitars for Guitar Hero, electronic drums for the whole drum thingy, using soundboards, connecting up an electronic piano to program music?
Dude, Why does this have to be some big thing? It's just the
Because
PC was designed to be used with a keyboard and mouse. That's all. Chill out.
the computer originally was designed not for
For
keyboard and mouse.
using a fucking keyboard.
Oh, really?
Chill.
Hey Siri, what was the first computer originally intended for?
What part of that doesn't mean it didn't use a keyboard?
On it.
So
I found this on the web.
the first fully functional computer was used for. You know what the first computer was for? And guess what? It didn't use keyboard or a mouse.
Yeah, I know.
You know what it was used for? The first computer was used to decode
Calculations.
well, calculations, but also there was the first computer that was in World War II. Fucking, you know Turing? Yeah, first computer, bud. Decoding encrypted messages.
You want to get that? You want to get this deep? Technically, all computers do is turn off, on, turn off, on, off, off.
But
Fucking bullshit.
But I am using your argument, and I'm going to pick and poke.
No, you're not pick. You're just trying to rosebud my argument. When all I'm saying is a PC is intended to have a keyboard and a mouse. That's how it's intended. You can add things to it because people wanted the stuff, so over time it was designed to have those features. The first ever computers were just binary code and used for calculations and other simple things. Then the next computer, the home computer, also used a keyboard. And over time they started adding other features. But the oldest features are the keyboard and the mouse.
But
and they deserve that right to be the ones that you use the
let
most.
Let me explain. Let me explain for that then. The old computers were intended to use keyboard and mouse. The old ones. But these
And
are,
they still do to this day.
I am going to use your argument, and I'm going to use the same thing. But that was back then. And before that, they didn't use keyboard or a mouse. So, the intention of what it was used for has changed. My computer, my current one, you can use keyboard and mouse, but you can also use a controller. It even has a whole thing for Windows where you can Bluetooth connect controllers.
It's not part of the PC.
Yes.
The original part of the PC.
But
the keyboard and the touchpad are already a part of the PC, unlike the extensions that you add to it.
But here's the thing. The intention of a device changes over time of what is intended to be used with it. Think about it. Originally, atomic energy.
Okay, dude, just stop.
I'm using this argument.
Just
does not
stop.
the intentions fit what the user uses it for? Xbox is
Yeah, and guess what most users use it for? A keyboard and a fucking mouse. Let's just start the game.
I'm going to say this last thing, then I'll get back to the game. The intentions of the device is dependent on its user, not the one who created it. Because
Users.
If we went upon that, then that means that the intended use of an Xbox is meant just for games. But many people nowadays also use them to watch TV, to watch movies, to search the internet. It is what the device is designed to do that it is intended for. Computers back then were designed to run problems, to run programs, and
Oh my god, they still do.
And all that. And they still are, yes, but now they are also designed.
No, that's their main function. That's why PCs still exist to this day.
Let me finish. But nowadays, PCs are designed to do so much more. You can do gaming. You can watch movies. You can type an entire essay upon it while listening to Bach. You can
wait. If you went down into the deep depth levels of how binary works and all that, technically the PC is still solving problems at all these new levels that are being added to it. It's just newer levels of newer problems.
I'm trying to say my thing. Let me say my thing. The PC started off for, as you said, calculations and solving problems. Running programs. Now, like running simple programs of banking and that. Now,
what the fuck are you talking about? It started out with not simple fucking banking programs.
Yes, but like IBM, all that kind of stuff. As they got forward, they were like back. They did things like banking, doing banking calculations and your taxes.
Banking was never a part of it. What the fuck are you talking about?
The point is, the whole thing of computers is that their purpose changes. They started off solving problems, doing calculations, decoding stuff, World War II. That was what they originally were for. Now their purpose has changed immensely. You have
No, it actually hasn't. When you get down to the nitty and gritty, it's still the same exact thing. They still do calculations. They still solve problems.
Let me finish, please. I am asking you, and you keep on interrupting at the same stinking moment. Let me finish. Now their purpose has changed immensely beyond that.
The reason I can't agree with that is because...
finish it, please, so you can hear the whole thing and then decide if you agree or not. Please.
I'm just using the same argument.
Let me explain myself. Please, okay? Fuck. Originally.
Stop saying originally. Just don't say originally.
Okay, they start off doing calculations, decoding shit and that. Basic things. They have evolved past just doing that. They can now do gaming, streaming movies, listening to music, watching people do stuff live. You can do many more things than what computers were originally designed to do. Nowadays, they are designed to do much more. They are designed to use different types of keyboards that could respond to different colors and that of the game itself. They have been designed nowadays to be able to hook up to controllers so that you can use play games. They've been designed to where you can use programs to, say for instance, play Doom with a toaster. They've been designed to do so much more, thus meaning that their intended purpose is for whatever the user uses it for nowadays, which a lot of people, for instance playing games on the PC, could be playing a game with a controller instead of a keyboard.
PC hasn't changed.
How?
It's simple as that. It hasn't changed.
Then why
it's still doing the same exact thing it's been doing ever since.
How?
Games are just simple problems that require calculations, decoding, and binary code. PCs have not changed. They are just doing more complex problems, and they keep getting to do what they have been intended to do since the beginning of their existence.
They're able to do more complex things than what they started off with.
They're doing more complex things because that's just how humanity works.
Yes,
it's like saying a caveman can't build a house.
But
it's a stupid belief.
But here's the thing. Cars have done the same at the beginning. We had the whole thing of you had to wind up the engine at the front of the car, then go in. Now we can start the car with a key. We can have people watch TV in the back of the car. People live in vehicles now. And comfortably too. Not just living in the back seat, but living in, say, RVs and that. Everything evolves beyond what its original purpose was.
No, that was still its original purpose. The car's original purpose is still very intact. Its purpose is to it's to take people to travel, is to be an easier mode of travel, and it still does that to this day. It's its main purpose.
But it also does other things as well. Its purpose changes with what it is made to do.
Those are just extensions. If you took out the fucking TV, people would still be fine.
If that is just extensions, then that means everything we do as humanity is just an extension of just float, eat something, float, recreate, reprocreate, float, eat something, float, all that.
You got it. Yeah, that's exactly what humanity's all about. You didn't know that?
I'm pretty sure other people would disagree.
Humanity is by definition just instinct, but we made extensions of that, and we've made extensions of extensions of extensions. Everything started out from the one basic point that we're here to eat and survive and to procreate. That's our only true purpose, but we have extensions of that purpose that now delve into new purposes. See, many other purposes have slowly evolved.
That means that the point of nuclear energy is to destroy. Because people discovered nuclear energy not to power up buildings and that, but to blow shit up.
No, it was energy. It started out as energy, and You
The nuclear
can't put a
bomb.
human
Now we have
title on natural resources.
but us harnessing it originally was to cause destruction. Now we have moved past that and use it to help power up our buildings.
You have proof
But
that it
you-
started out as destruction.
Yes, it's called the Manhattan Project.
What about before the Manhattan Project?
They were literally researching the whole thing to blow shit up.
Do you know that they never viewed it as an energy source before they did that?
Exactly. It was originally just thought of as an
No,
destructive
you did
purpose,
not hear what
and
I just
then
said. I
they-
said, do you 100% know that nobody thought to themselves, this could be an energy source before they made it a nuclear bomb?
Let me look it up. I will use this to... Okay, for purpose. What came
But
first?
the problem is, you might not be able to figure out because time loses. Most
Reactor.
negative things are enhanced. So anything that is negative is generally enhanced. So even if anyone thought it could be used
Here
as
we go.
energy,
Here we go.
they didn't care.
Here we go. Over 1939 to 1945, most development was focused on the atomic bomb. From 1945,
You said most. You said most.
But one can entertain the idea of other things. But it was pretty much people went to make the bomb first. Its intended purpose to win the war. Then 1945, afterwards, they thought to harness it for energy. Power up.
No, they
buildings.
probably didn't think like that. They weren't like, oh yeah, you know what? We just blew up everything. Yeah, let's just use this. They probably thought it was an energy source at first, then realized that it had the high potential to be a very explosive and very useful energy source. See, you need energy to explode something. So they viewed it as an energy source first, but they viewed it as a way to a means to an end. Yes, you're right, but it was an energy source first, just like how a computer's primary purpose is calculations, and nuclear power, or nuclear radiation in general, is energy.
Okay, let's take another thing. The
Dude,
flame.
just
The flame.
just admit that that's how it works.
No,
Why do we have to keep arguing? I
I'm
keep
not gonna
putting down
admit-
your points.
Okay, then. Here's my 1 point. I'm going to give you a point. Flamethrowers. What's their purpose? What is
Burn
their...
people. I guess burn people.
Okay, then. Why do firefighters use them to help with controlled fires, then? They're not burning people. Is that not...
I
doing its
can't
intended
tell you. I
purpose?
don't know the true purpose of a flamethrower. I don't
And
know
you
how
do
they
not
were
know the
created.
true purpose of a computer nowadays.
No, I know the true purpose because the true purpose has always existed and still exists because it's exactly what computers are still doing to this day. They are solving problems and they're making calculations. That is their job. That's what they do.
But
Just let the computer do its job and make sure that your computer doesn't have graphic issues. It's solving problems for you. Just let it do it.
what is the true purpose of a computer?
Thanks
Except
for the
to do
help.
what we want it to do.
This one's for you.
That's exactly what the purpose of a computer is.
Then why is it the wrong way to play this game if I want to play it with a controller?
Because
I
that's
want
how
to...
society deems it.
What?
God. It goes back to the argument that society deems that most PC games most games on the PC should be played with PC controls. Simple as that.
So you're... With,
We're just going in a roundabout. This is starting to get
but
annoying.
For that, wouldn't that also mean that if society deems that we should all stab each other to death, that is the proper way of doing things?
That's exactly what happens in society when people view that. Why do you think socialism happens in society? Because a bunch of people agree.
But what if society is wrong?
That's how it works. Society can be wrong, and sometimes you just have to be like that. But usually,
Why should we care if there is a right or wrong way of doing things?
I never said you had to care.
But you were saying that I didn't doing it wrong. You were calling me
I
wrong.
was just pointing something out. You don't have to not listen or
Said
not.
I was doing it wrong.
Yes, and I'm allowed to say that. And you're allowed to not care.
But I'm also allowed to care. I'm allowed to...
And if you just brushed it off and took it as a joke, we wouldn't have had a fucking hour conversation about how humanity is technically only doing things for eating to survive.
work, Sam.
Jesus
I see.
Christ, man. I did it as a joke in the beginning, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna die on this fucking hill.
I'm gonna die on mine. You point?
At fucking point, I still won in most of that.
We'll leave it up to the people in the comments.
Yeah, because they're gonna
Who do
come.
you agree with for this? People of the comments.
If any of you motherfuckers actually disagree with me on the computer part, I will punch you, because that means you don't understand the world of information technology or computers in
Now
general.
you're resulting to threats.
Because
You are
it is a
insulting-
flat-out denial
Yeah.
of how computers work if you disagree.
The best way to lose an argument is to result to threats. You have resulted to threatening.
It's a fucking joke, man. Fuck you.
You resulted. You resorted to.
The argument was over. Jesus Christ.
You resorted to threats.
Okay. I did not threaten you.
You said that you would
I made a
punch
fucking
the
joke,
people
and you
who-
took it out of proportion, like you did just like at the start of this an hour fucking ago.
You threatened people to not disagree
Okay.
with you. Whether it is a joke or not, it was a threat.
It was a joke, which makes it not a threat,
But how do people
because
know-
words are not solid.
But how do people know it's a joke?
Because I just fucking said it was a joke.
Okay.
Maybe if you took the joke in the beginning, we would have never had this fucking conversation. But no, seriously, if people argue, go learn IT. You're just being stupid if you actually disagree on that part.
See, now you're insulting the people.
I am going to insult them because that's a proper thing to insult them for. If you disagree with that point and don't believe that computers' primary purpose and their only purpose is to do calculations and solve problems, which is their intended purpose, even thought it might seem like that's not their purpose anymore, it very much is, then you're just not understanding computers. And you need to learn more about computers. Simple as that. Computers' primary purpose, and still its purpose, is solving problems. See, like the problem of how to get your computer to even start, or how the problem to have how to get the computer to run its game, how to download a process, and then computers. The simplest way to understand a computer is the on-off function. Computers communicate through binary, which is on-off, on-off. So a 1 and a 0 is on and off.
But so do our brains
Is
pretty
on,
much.
0 is off. Sorry, what?
But so do our brains pretty much.
Yeah.
Thing is good. Turn on. Thing is bad. Turn off. So on
Yes,
and so
but
forth.
I would say computers are simpler in the terms, because brains, they're more complex. Human brains will always be more complex than the fucking computers. That's just a simple fact.
Yes, but still.
I mean,
Good
computers
on. Brain
are
good
literally
on.
meant to be like a copy of us. They're meant to be a copy of our brain primary function to solve problems. That's the entire point of them. They're meant to be a copy of our primary abilities to solve problems, and that's their only thing. They're not good at they're not meant to be able to figure out emotions. They can't do anything but solve problems. And luckily, video games can just be turned into a bunch of problems if you really get into the nitty-gritty. Like the problem of how getting Sam to walk, the problem of making sure there's footprints, the problem. See, it's all binary.
You want to give me a second here, bud? This second's not safe.
Dude, just run through it.
Yeah, but I want to take them down. You know, steal their shit.
You do not have the necessary ability.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your
Too late.
destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
You're fine now.
I still want to, you know, take their shit.
No, you really are not prepared. Don't do that.
Dude, I've fought them before with the Strand.
How about you not do that and focus on the mission, because you spent an hour arguing with me about fucking binary.
Well, we'll let them go past.
But yeah, no, that's kind of what I find. Computers are really interesting, but they're not very complex. In the end, it really is just computers. It's a fucking fun.
Yeah, plus this one, you know?
I was only talking when you were saying. Actually, I'm gonna get some water. Fuck you all. If you say anything, I will.
Fuel's gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
Yum yum water.
What?
Yum yum water.
Ah,
Remember, humans, your body is technically a machine. It's better than a machine, but point of the matter stands. Drink a gallon of water a day. It's like oil for your body. It needs it. Do you drink a gallon of water a day?
depends.
Do you at least drink enough water that your piss is not completely not yellow, but yellowish white?
Yeah. Why are we
Good.
talking about piss here?
I was talking about in real life.
Still.
Oh, you pick up his shit. Good job. Man, the game really does become easier when you get further in.
Oh well.
You having fun?
Yeah. With my controller.
What part of it was a joke did you not actually get?
I am going to be salty.
Oh, I was gonna ask you if you were still salty. I mean, I do believe that it's weird to play it with a fucking controller, but I could care less. I was just trying to see what would happen if I instigated you, and it was fucking funny. For all you gamers out there, you should watch Harley Quinn. It's a good show, even if it's got some weird references. I have no idea what I'm referring to, but watch the show, it's good.
Let's see.
You should roll down the hill. Did you know you can roll down the hill?
But what about my cargo?
It'll get ruined.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. It's not like you're doing anything important in the game. I mean, you are running downhill with a bunch of exits. You might actually do fall down the cliff.
Oh.
Too close.
Haha. Fuck you.
I said you could. I didn't say you were going to.
ET territory.
I know. I remember this area. It's like designed so you can do all of that.
And my hand itches.
That reminds me of that one time we got into an argument about the fucking soda.
Okay, but right now, not the time.
Best time.
Nope.
Feel that.
I was scared. And just like that, got out without any capture or destruction.
You wouldn't have had any destruction. Unless you really blew it.
Still.
Oh, you mean for your packages.
Yeah.
No, your packages are ruined right now. Timefall.
Something
They're
wrong,
not destroyed.
Sam? Oh no.
They're fine.
Kid doesn't look so hot.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they
Effects
can be
of
restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a
accelerated
distribution
aging
center.
would like to talk to you.
Hurry though.
"21 hours. Ooh, after this mission, I have an idea for you.
Yeah.
Swim.
After I deliver stuff.
Yeah, that's what I said. After you
When the
deliver
strain
this
on your
package
BD
for the
exceeds
story mission.
sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Oh, time to move right along. Moving right along.
So, oh yeah. Click on the M1 and M2 at the same time and you'll be fine.
Yeah, but lo and behold, left trigger, right trigger.
No, I mean left trigger and right trigger together is easier.
M1 and M2.
M1, M2 is left trigger, right trigger for you, but mouse talk for me. See, you're just gonna have to accept I'm not talking mouse talk, Mr. Controller. I really hope those don't appear in the video.
What?
The thing saying that other people are playing games.
Who knows?
It would be very fun. I'm serious, it would be extremely fun.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Ooh.
Clear. All weapons will remain
Well,
on.
I am gonna do something
Cargo
amazing.
verified.
Actually play a different game. For a little. While you do missions. Tell me if any important content comes up.
Advised.
Like story.
Bugger!
maybe this isn't the best idea. It's kind of weird to hear both of these.
Yeah, probably not.
Maybe I should just play a game that doesn't require thoughts. Okay, yeah, definitely. Fuck that.
Way station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you? They weren't joking when they said you were a legend.
So, quick question: will I ever have to worry about BTs pulling me off my bike?
I don't think so, but it depends. Depends on many factors.
Such as?
Depends on if you run into something. You'll be fucked if you run into something. In other words, if you're in BT area, you need to be going fast and have a clear line of sight. Because if you stop for a second, you're fucked. You have to be faster than those fucking legs, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
If you stop for even a second, they will get you. They won't throw you off the bike. They'll just do the same thing they do to you that they do to the bike. Your bike will, like, go into the tar.
Ah.
You thought you were fucking safe? No.
Total delivery weight bonus 6. Yada 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 yada. S1.
Damn it. I gotta add that. I have over probably 40 hours for a thing coming up. Almost 40 hours. Which you still need to join me for, so we can defeat that ugly
it's time.
red thing.
Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Oh my god, it's binary. Just kidding.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Good work.
I'm still carrying a lot of stuff.
Your private locker can be used to store cargo and the like.
Fuck you, Bridget. Cool.
Thank you for your contribution.
Okay. Wait, you're not gonna say anything, man?
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay,
my
Sam.
internet go down?
Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
What?
You went quiet.
Yes.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Yeah, fucking
Mother.
disgusting.
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability
You know,
to
I don't
sense
want to know what a
BTs.
still mother is, honestly. How they're created.
These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb.
So, fun
BBs
fact.
need to
On a
believe
random
that they're
like thing
in at all
about
times to
Satanism.
function properly.
The founder of Satanism is a
However,
bald man
we can
with
only
a
maintain
goatee.
this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically
I'm not
update
kidding.
the environmental
He
data
also likes
by
snakes.
synchronizing it with a still
His
mother
name was
via the chiral
Antonio.
network.
Antonio loved it.
There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is
He was
synchronizing
literally
with
the
the
founder
still
of
mother
the Church
in
of
capital
Satan.
Knot City and reconfiguring its
Isn't that
settings
awesome?
based on the latest
Where did
data.
this come from, though?
What do you mean?
Like, you silly just start talking about that,
Returning your
man, and the
BB
whole
to the
thing.
womb in this manner will temporarily
I mean,
reduce its
I don't
stress
think it's
levels.
that weird.
That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on.
I heard that babies smile in the womb.
You should remember that BBs
I mean,
are just
why
equipment.
wouldn't you smile?
Try not to get attached.
You're...
one
Imagine
has
if you
been
could sleep
physically
as much as you
removed from its
fucking
still
wanted.
mother's womb.
You could never have any
A process that renders them
repercussions.
unpredictable.
And you got fed
Wrong.
and are
Shady.
nutritious.
No
What?
BB on record
Cut.
has remained in service for over a year.
Yeah, I'm talking
It
about
may
the
need to
cutscene.
be retired before this
Have you not seen this?
expedition is over.
I have, but some people haven't, man.
You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
I really hope that doesn't show up with your recording software.
What?
That has happened. The thing that keeps popping up, it's popped up like 6 times, man.
What, you mean my Steam thing?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't think it pops up, but it's very funny. It's happened that many times.
Okay.
That's what you get for having way too many people on your list.
Dude. I get it.
You have like over 80.
Okay.
Are you friends with all of them?
Cutscene.
Falling down, falling down.
Bring it up one more time. I'm going to end the video there.
Falling down.
Okay, and you better keep playing.
My fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman.
Okay, this doesn't
Since
count.
you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up.
What the
This is not a cutscene.
Why
This is
not
not a
take a
fucking
shower?
cutscene.
It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
I think we should both agree to not talk because you've also done it.
Yes, but like I'm trying not to do it, but you start talking to me. And
I will let's both agree that we've both done it and we both need to stop. Now, I do want to say something about what she said. Humans actually, Homo sapiens in general, do require socialization. It's extremely important for our society, and just in general for humans. If you do not socialize whatsoever with anyone, you will slowly go insane.
Sam, this is Hartman.
But
Deadman will let you
maybe
request
due to the mixture of Neanderthal DNA into the human Homo sapien population, due to the fact that Homo sapiens never actually killed off the Neanderthals,
study other people with dooms?
that might explain why some people do better with smaller groups and don't engage with as many people. And that might be why introverts and extroverts exist.
But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must
You want me to explain further, or just
optimism.
you want me to at least explain why Neanderthals were probably introverted?
No.
Do you think they were because they were stupid or something?
What?
Should the
Do you
opportunity
think
arise,
Neanderthals are
try
stupid? That's what
using
I'm
it on the
asking.
BT. I'm
I
curious
don't
to see how
know.
they react.
Dude, cutscene.
That is not a
No,
cutscene.
It may even prove beneficial to
The
you.
only thing I could do is zoom
There was
in,
an old
and that's
research
it.
paper
I cannot
detailing
move
the
around.
effects of
I
bodily
cannot do
fluids from
anything.
individuals like us on BT.
I didn't know. Fuck you. I thought
It
it
is
was
only
just
by
a...
recovering these
You played this
materials
before
that
me.
we can unearth
This
the
is not a
knowledge of the past.
cutscene. I
It
did not
has
consider this.
different
Not
camera
just the Death
while
Stranding,
going
but
places.
also the mystery of
Okay,
the body's
I will
unique
recognize that as a
properties and even
cutscene.
our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. Oh, it's almost time.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break. But
Okay,
I figured
okay.
you'd
Now
want
I
to hear
can
this.
I can recognize how
No,
annoying
maybe
that
it'll
is.
help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you.
So like they went
I've not
out from
taken
my...
a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your
You don't
private
consider
room.
this a cutscene, do you?
There's something else I'd like to share with you.
But I mean,
Okay.
The chiral network,
it's
we
nice to
now
listen.
have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
You're telling me. The cutscene's over.
I know.
I promise you it's over. God, these trick cutscenes. These are actually annoying.
If it has... Okay. Cutscenes go longer than just the normal thing. Like, say me going...
No, it's the fact they switch between a cutscene and then the ability to move around again. Then a cutscene. Now I can understand why after playing the game a second time, looking through the game a second time, I can recognize there are things that are frustrating about this game for no fucking reason. Like that. They should have just made it one cutscene, one go, not multiple cuts. That was fucking pointless.
Yeah.
It was an entire cutscene and should have just been like that the entire time, especially during the Hartman talk, because I really did not think that was a cutscene. Yeah, I do remember talking to Hartman, but he has way better cutscenes in the story. When you actually meet him, of course. You'll get to meet him, like around halfway, I believe.
All right.
He was the guy during the beginning of the story that had the thing. He was one of the holograms in the president's room. Again, the guy with the little thing on his chest. What are you doing, man?
I was listening to you.
Oh. So I actually am going to finish that thing because I did not know we were doing a cutscene. So that was bad on my part.
Alright, well.
Yeah, he wants to go out too. Listen to him.
Now you want to activate the terminal.
Yo, put on some music. And read one of those. No, don't read one of those. They are longish.
Just tell me to take a new order. Well, for now, I think I'm gonna end the episode here just because it's been going on for a bit. So,
how long have we been doing it for?
It has been going on for hour 13.
I feel like a good 20 to 30 minutes of that was just that fucking argument. It was good content.
Yeah, but for now, thank you everybody for watching and everything. Y'all have a good night and bye.